Okay, guys, we are doing our Premier League predictions for the 2023-24 season. Right, so should we start from relegation and work our way up?
Yeah, we can do that. We can work our way up.
I think, without question, Mr. Bottom is Luton.
No. I don't think so.
We have to come to some sort of consensus. They're getting relegated though, right? Brother. No, okay. I know you want to be all this like, oh, quirky, look, I told you they wouldn't go down. They are going straight back. Is this every team, by the way? Yeah, it is, okay.
It's every team,
yeah, it is. They are going straight back down, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I generally think these two are shoo-ins to go down.
Who's that?
Sheffield United.
Can we look at their teams? Can we look at Sheffield's team? Jesus Christ. Ryan Brewster's scary.
Do you know any of these motherfuckers? He's actually quite good. Yeah, no, it's
Fair.
So I think those two, for me, are guaranteed to go down. They're just for me.
I feel an upset from Luton, though. That's all I'm saying.
No, the upset's going to come from Burnley. Burnley are going to stay up.
Yeah.
But we'll get to them later.
I completely forgot about them on there. But yeah, you know what? I agree with you there.
And then I think the third one going down is either Bournemouth or Forest.
I'm going to say Forest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how about that?
Because at least Bournemouth will run semi-decently.
Bournemouth here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's how the bottom four look. I think Bournemouth and Forest could be either or. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So these 5 teams going here.
Yeah.
So I think... Who else is going to be down here? I think Everton, just above. I think they're not going to do very well. Wolves, probably around here as well.
Yeah, because they are.
They are just constantly there. I think Fulham are going to drop off quite heavily.
Yeah, because Mitrovic wants to leave.
Mitrovic wants to leave. I think they're going to fall. I think actually they could be down here, actually. I think they could be down here really bad.
If Mitrovic leaves, then yeah.
Oh, God, we have one more team. I think West Ham.
The Hammers.
I'll put West Ham here. I think Palace here. I think West Ham will finish 12. I think Palace will finish 13.
Because Palace are probably going to lose Elise and they're probably going to lose Zaha. Well, they are losing. They've lost Zaha.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right, then moving on, I think for these 4 slots...
But they've still got the same manager, right? Crystal Palace hasn't sold their manager.
Yeah, they still got Watson.
I think a bit lower, honestly.
I think here.
Yeah.
I think here. I think though, going on from that, I think the next couple I think is quite easy. I think you're going to put Burnley in here.
Yeah.
They're not going to get any higher than mid-table. No. I think Brentford, probably below Burnley. I think Brentford will be okay.
They're going to struggle without Ivan Toney for the first half of the season, pretty much.
And then
I'm going to put Tottenham there. No,
I think it's going to be Tottenham there. If they lose Kane... Oh, fuck.
If they lose Kane, that team... They have Richarlison.
Mm-hmm. And the next is Villa. They're going to retain their place in the UCL, UEFA Conference League.
I think it was a bit of a flash in the pan.
I'm gonna do something. I think Spurs will finish 7th. I think Villa will finish 8th.
Yeah.
Because I think the European football will get to Villa.
Yeah, 100%.
I think they'll win it.
Actually, you know what? Put Villa
below Burnley
because they're focusing on European football. 100%.
I think I'm happy with that so far. Right?
They have to focus on European football.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, now this is the top one, the top 6. I think Brighton 6th. I think that's. To be fair, actually, I might do this. I think I might do that. I think Spurs might finish 6th and Brighton might finish 7th. Do you want to know why?
Why?
They've got Europa League.
True, but have you seen Brighton play?
But
they're probably one of the most frustrating teams to play in history.
You're competing that much. Thursday, Sunday is hard, and I know this from last year. It's hard. Where Spurs have no European football, same as you.
But the thing is, I know Brighton are cooking right now with team depth. Those motherfuckers can, because those motherfuckers can be like, yo, we just found this guy from fucking Puerto Rico. He can bang ball.
I know they can. Okay, and then I think 5th is going to be Newcastle. I don't think they're going to get Champions League again. Wait, have we missed out? Oh, we need to put someone else here.
Where?
Shit.
Mid-table?
Yeah, because it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we need to move Spurs here, Brighton here, and then I think Chelsea 5th. And I think Newcastle 6th. I think Chelsea will be finished 5th. I think that's... I don't think you'll get Champions League. You know what, no European football, but you're still gelling. So I think you'll have... You know when we had that season where we almost got Champions League football?
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll have a very similar season to that, where you'll start a bit shaky, you'll grow into the season, you'll finish strong, and then next season, after next, obviously, you can push on.
Because here's where it gets contentious, because in these 2 spots here, I'm putting Arsenal or Chelsea.
Are you mad? No, you're on some crack. You're doing this just to wind me up.
I'm not even winding you up. I'm genuinely not even winding you up. I think the squad depth you man talk about is complete bullshit. You guys don't have squad depth.
We do now.
Barely.
Go on. Say where we don't have squad depth.
Fuck it. If Saka get injured, inshallah you man are finished. You man are cooked.
Jesus can do a job there. And we have backup strikers. We have 2 backup strikers.
And guess you.
Balogun.
Yeah, he wants to leave.
Yeah, but he probably will stay.
Yeah.
We're going on right now. We don't know what's happened in the transfer market, so we're going on right now.
Well, right now, yeah.
So right now we've got good squad depth everywhere. Our front line is crazy.
Yeah, but your back line, it's a bit shaky.
We've got.
Yeah, you have good players as backups, but once you try and play the tactical game that Pep likes to play, where he'll just put a player in a random position and just slap them there, which I know you man are going to try and do, it just starts falling apart.
Right, well, we're going for Chelsea there. I'm sorry, you're not getting Champions League. I refuse. You can't go from 12th to 4th. That is too big of a jump. And with Poch, he's not great.
Poch brought like Tottenham from like, I think it was a similar position from us, and he brought them to like 3rd.
The difference is the Spurs expectation, the Chelsea expectations are pressure is different. At Spurs, it was all, oh, this is really cool. Well done, you absolutely smashed it. Also, he had Harry Kane, right, and Son.
Fair.
You guys have much higher expectation. If he starts poorly first 3-4 months like Potter, he's out the door.
I don't think so.
You said that about Potter. You literally said this about Potter last year.
I said I don't think he should leave. He probably was leaving, but I don't think he's gonna leave.
Okay, well let me just spit out my top 4. Obviously, let's put them there. That's obvious,
yeah,
right?
Fucking.
Now these 3 positions.
I genuinely think we've put Man United way too fucking highly on this shit.
Really?
Yes.
I was going to put them lower, but I thought you'd go mental at me for this.
No, I think
they are 4th or 5th for me.
Yeah, honestly, I might put them below Chelsea at this point.
You want to put them below Chelsea? I'm doing this.
Yeah, I agree.
Talking through it, City obviously going to win the league because the only thing I think they had a lot of exorcists in terms of people leaving, and it's a lot of characters to lose, like Mahrez and Gundogan, and beyond Silva always wants to fucking leave, and it's a lot. Laporte, I think, is leaving. Is he leaving? I think he's leaving.
Yeah, but once you look at how Pep runs his team, he
but,
just put John Stones as CDM, bro.
But
who needs Gundogan?
They do have those one-off seasons. They did it when Liverpool won the league, so who knows? I think Liverpool. I generally think that you see that like top 5.
Mm-hmm.
You could put that in any position, pretty much. Apart from City, that's like 4th.
Yeah.
2nd to 5th could be anywhere, because if Arsenal continue the form they did,
this is what we say every single year, and we get completely fucked.
I just think Liverpool is going to be very hit or miss, because everyone's getting their back. They're going to challenge for the league. They're going to win the league. Blah blah blah. They have a completely new midfield. If Fabinho goes, which it looks like he's going to, they've lost Henderson, Milner, Fabinho.
That's what I would change.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. They've lost Fabinho, Milner, and Henderson. And Thiago's always injured, right? So basically, their entire midfield from last season has gone. And that's really tough to break.
It is really tough, but then we look at who they brought in. It's like,
yeah,
fair enough.
But
fair enough.
That's if they click. You've got one person who's played in the league before who's like 23. McAllister is very good, but we don't know if he can handle the pressure yet. Right?
Yeah.
So it's... And they haven't even got their Lavia or whatever yet. If they get him, that's fine. But he's also very young. So you're going to go into what? Against City, against De Bruyne, with a new midfield that has never played with each other.
Yeah.
They're playing, Chelsea in the first game of the season? That's going to be a great game to watch in the midfield. That's
going to be a very good game to watch.
Because you're going to have a midfield battle of just shit. Like, not shit, but like new. Everyone's new. It's going to be fucking carnage in the midfield. So you're going to be really boxy and 0-0. It's going to be crazy.
Well, it's just going to show you the true testament of who's the better manager at that point.
Well, because then, isn't it?
Yeah, because if you could, it's just the way you draw your team, the way you know.
But
and I think this man here, probably one of the best managers in the league at that, De Zerbi, just drilling his team into playing the ball so beautifully. But I think
I think with us, if we play like we did, obviously, for most of last season, we'll be right up there again. And if we have improved on our team, we're keeping Partey now, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be like, if he gets injured, because last season, our problem was when Saliba got injured and Partey gets injured, we're fucked, right? We didn't have the depth, which is what everyone was saying the whole season, and we were getting lucky. Saliba gets injured, Partey does a bit of shit form, and we just completely capitulate. And that's how we lost the league, right? This season, we now have, if Saliba gets injured, we couldn't have a backup for him because well, we didn't have one, right? The new guy we bought was too young and too inexperienced. We didn't have a backup right back for Ben White properly, so he couldn't play centre back where he's meant to be playing.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have a backup right back, and now that backup centre back is stronger. If Partey has a shit run of form or is bad, we just move Rice there. Havertz is there to play where Rice is, and it's all different systems.
Fair.
But again, I'm still worried. We're still Arsenal at the end of the day. I think putting Spurs that low is crazy for people who are Spurs fans, but I just think you're in a lot of problems.
One team I want to highlight is Newcastle. They've just brought in Tonali.
Good signing.
It's basically dependent on if that man gels with the team or not.
Mm-hmm.
If they finish any higher than that,
well, he doesn't like the gym. So
he doesn't like the club. If he decides midway through the season, okay, cool, I don't give a fuck anymore, I'm going to gel with this team, I see them.
For 5th, yeah. But if he doesn't, no. But I feel as well with him. It's with a hold of Newcastle. They've dropped. I think they've done really well. Obviously, they smashed it last year. I think it's too quick. I think they've got to there. I think they're way ahead of schedule, and in a bad way. I think they go into the next season with Champions League football, which is tough, and that expectation now that comes with it. They're going to have to challenge for everything now. Yeah. They're now a top four team from last season, right? And what happened with Leicester when they won the league, they bottomed and fell down. Obviously, the ownership's different and the money is different, but I think the pressure will get to a lot of those Newcastle players. They have a lot of talented players, but I just think Eddie Howe as well isn't that experienced.
But he's a very good manager.
He is very good.
He's very good.
But is he good enough to get them up here? I don't think so.
Well, never. I don't think there's any managers other than probably these two that can get these two spots, essentially.
This season, yeah.
There's none.
Yeah. But then, we were saying about lack of depth. Liverpool's lack of depth is horrendous now. They've lost 3 of their midfielders. Well, they're going to lose 3 of their midfielders. That means if one of their new signings gets injured, they are back to...
Okay, let's go through the pitfalls of each of the teams.
Okay, so City, they've had a lot of big players leaving. Everyone's a year older.
But I don't think the big players leaving is even an issue to me. Because we say this every single fucking season.
It's the drive, though. It's the mentality of we want it.
But we say this every season, and then
I'm
surprises us.
I know, they're perfect. I'm trying to find a problem. I'm trying to find a problem.
He surprises us.
I think it's going to be a bit of a drop-off. They've just won the Champions League. I think they'll have a little bit of a mental thing, but again, they're still going to win the league. I'm not saying they're not. I think Liverpool, a lot of new blood in the midfield is very dangerous. It's the one area of the pitch that you have to be perfect, and if you're not, it's a struggle, which is why we managed to contend for so long. When we were shit and we continued to finish in the top 4 was because our midfield was really strong and we could play around people. That's the only reason we ever did anything.
The only reason why I don't think it will be very close this season between these two is because it's going to take like half a season, probably not even half a season, like a quarter of a season for that midfield to acclimate.
Clear like 10 games, I think.
Yeah.
With us, obviously, I think with us, it's just how we're going to bounce back from last year's close to the Free League. Our mentality is going to be questioned.
Mentality, yeah.
But if we do bounce back strong, then it could be, for once, we could actually have a 3-horse race, or even a 4-horse race if another team pops up.
I think it's the drive.
Mm-hmm. I think we'll be hungry.
Have you got European football?
Yeah, we've got Champions League.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be a big focal point for you guys.
Chelsea, I think I think they're too high, but for you are fine.
I think
too young, too inexperienced. They a lot of mental problems from last year. You got battered last year.
But the thing is, the mental problems. Reece James came out and said about this that most of the mental problems was those players who just didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
the players who didn't want to be there,
and
they've all left.
This is what I think you're going to do. Basically, you're doing what we did about 3 years ago. You're going to go with all your dead wood, but you still haven't got there yet. So I think you'll finish around probably 4th to 6th, and I think you'd be happy with that. I think you should be happy with that.
4th to 6th is all right, yeah.
Yeah. United, I think a lot of United fans think they're going to be here, or here.
But
I think a lot of them will.
Simply not good enough.
If they get Kane, then yes, I'll put them right here, or here, right? They'll here or here, right? 100%. If they get Kane,
as much as they love to say it, the only quality player they have on that team is Casemiro.
Yeah. Rashford, we have to see if he can do it again, because we've had this before where Rashford has a great season then disappears for 18 months.
We always say that, Rashford is so good. He
wasn't even that good last season. He had a good 4 months.
Ronaldo had a better season the season before than him, which is insane.
The rest of their team is good. Like, they've brought in some good assets and
Anthony,
dog
shit.
Martinez is decent at the back. Varane always gets injured, which is a problem. They've got a new goalkeeper. How's he going to gel in the Prem?
Oh no, yeah, but in his first game he got overhead kicked and he got chipped. which is insane.
They put a stat saying he made 17 forward passes, and the comment was, "Where else is he gonna pass?" It's fucking. It's horrendous.
Fucking hilarious.
And then finally, Brighton. I think they could go bitty down here. I'm not even joking. They could get down here. If the pressure and the European football and stuff gets them, they could be down here.
No, but even in pre-season, the way they play, like they've got like they've got 5 new players, and I look at all 5 of those new players, and
when they're going like
it doesn't matter.
The difference between every single one of these teams and basically like this section, legacy and mentality and the fan base and them expecting from them, they don't give a fuck if Brighton could finish here. But if they get to like a European semi-final or final, they will fucking go mental and love and think it's one of their best seasons ever. If Arsenal finish here and got the Champions League semi-final, we go, what the fuck are you doing, you stupid cunt? And that's the simple thing of it. That's the simple thing of making the difference between the top 6 teams and the other teams. But yeah, that's our final thing. Any changes, or was that happy with that?
Rogue shout. Rogue shout. Rogue shout. Rogue shout. This screenshot this, because this is it. I've done it.
Well, we're gonna come back to this in about 8 months, 9 months. Well, we'll come back in a bit.
We'll come back in half. Yeah, it's gonna look exactly like that. You know it.